What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Daily Episode Reviews, Daily Anime Reviews, where we review seasonal anime every day. We're talking about the way to 2026 season. My God, that was a bad intro. But we're talking about, yes, the big boy, the big man, the big Kahuna himself, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, also known as Jujutsu Kaisen Culling Games Part 1. I'm very excited for this season. I'm very hyped for this season. And the first 3 episodes are kind of the setup stage for that, of course. First episode. First off, let me just say this real quick, right? I swear on everything in my life, Jujutsu Kaisen, it just doesn't have bad openings. The first 2 openings for season 1 were fucking great. The first 2 openings for season 2 were arguably even better. This opening, so good. Arguably the second visually best one, I would say still like the third music, right? Because the first opening still really good. The opening 3 where it had the hidden inventory is still one of my favorite openings. I still listen to that song all the time. But this is a big banger, man. This current opening is a big banger. I mean, it does make me wonder. I don't know how many episodes did it set for because this is a part 1. They're gone fairly quick with it, so I'd be interested to know when they plan on having Culling Games grows. We still have a couple of episodes until we get to like Culling Games proper, I feel, but also like kind of technically no. But the first episode, super beautiful, super great, super awesome. Obviously, we had Yuta come out. We had Yuji and Chozo, they're teaming up, and then Anoya, which, man, can we just talk about how big that meme has blown up of Naoya just beating the Chozo? Everyone's been using it, and I'm not gonna lie, it felt like they gave a lot more hype to Naoya in this season than they did in previous seasons. Oh no, in the manga, I mean. So like he watching him be like the cool speedster and using his father's technique was really fun and cool. Also, I'm gonna say this, for everything that Chozo can do, it actually is kind of crazy how he's not more broken. Because I personally didn't pick this up when I was reading the manga. I know Chozo's blood manipulation was already really strong, but I didn't pick up on the fact that Chozo's blood was poisonous to other people who were humans, which is kind of a broken ability. I completely forgot about the fact he's the one that came up with Supernova for blood manipulation, which is OP as fuck. And I don't remember this personally. I don't know if this was in the manga, but I do but it is really interesting to know that as long as Chozo has curse energy, he can't run out of blood or he can't stop bleeding because he can convert. It was either his blood into cursed energy or convert his energy into cursed energy into blood, which is OP. Obviously, there's still a limit, but like as you saw from the first episode, the amount of blood that man can produce is kind of fucking insane on like so many different levels. We had that whole interaction. Yuji ended up dying by it's Yuta's hands. I don't know why I forgot that, but of course, none of it was true, and we have Yuta, Yuji, and Megumi all meeting up along with Chozo. We all meet up with like Maki and I forget who else. There's Chozo, there's Yuji, there's Yuta, there's Megumi, there's Yuki, there's Maki. I feel like there's one more person that I'm forgetting. I'm trying to remember who. I feel like there's somebody I'm missing. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure there's somebody else. I'm sure there is. Yuta has Naoya report that Yuji's dead, and so he could get out their back. This is not the second time that Yuji has faked his death in order to get away with stuff. And so they enter the temple, not the temple, but like the star platinum plasma fucking. They enter Tengen layer. Let's just say that. They enter Tengen layer. I forget what they call it specifically, but they enter Tengen layer. And this is where it starts. See, I wanted to know how they were going to do this, right? Because I was super curious how they were going to approach everything. But the Culling Games, and kind of from here on out, there is a lot of exposition jump, especially when we get to Shinjuku's passing. There's going to be a lot of expedition dump. So that's why I was kind of wondering how they were going to deal with all like the explanations of the culling games and the rules and like all the little details. And I know people gave episode 3 a little bit of shit, but that's because there was no fighting and people were like, oh, what a boring episode. There was like no fighting, blah, 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 which, to be fair, yes, Kaisen has a very high quality when it comes to fight animations, both in choreography and animation style. With that being said, not every episode has to be about fucking, like, fighting, you guys. We can chill. We can have an episode of exposition dump. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, they explain all the rules. They explain the plan. They explain what is going on. Honestly, there's so much that I personally forgot that I was just like, dude, I forgot why. It was just like, all right, let's go through this fucking shit, because reading all that was fucking terrible. So, like, just going through all that again, it was nice just being able to look at it instead of just like having to read it page by page. But my God, dude, does it get fucking super extremely fucking wordy from here. And that's going to happen a lot. Don't be surprised. We're going to get some fights. Okay, if people are wondering, we will be getting some fighting. Okay, I also was able to see my boy Takaba finally animated. I am extremely excited. My boy Takaba, my boy Hikari, all those motherfuckers are about to be animated, and I am genuinely excited. I also want to make a comment. I like how we all, as manga readers for Jujutsu Kaisen, initially thought that Hikari's hair was going to be purple, but I'm pretty sure he's blonde, which honestly does definitely fit more. But that cover, man, that misled us. That him on the cover definitely misled us quite a bit. But yes, overall, the first 3 episodes, or rather the first impressions for it, it has been good, dude. I feel like every time a season comes out, they just up the quality, because now it feels like we got another bump. Because Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 obviously had some really good animations. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 went full fucking ham. And now I feel like they went hard with this. That first episode, seeing all like the angles and the flying around and the little like fucking choreographs that they were doing with all the characters and the speed blitz and everything like that. The way that they animated it, like, they didn't have to go so hard on the Chozo versus Naoya fight. They really didn't, but they did, and that makes me so happy for just everything else going forward with all like the culling game fights and all the interactions that we're gonna see there. I'm very excited to see everyone and how they're gonna interact. Hey, Angel looks like a baddie. We saw her. We gotta get some of Angel. They did her justice. Oh, they did her justice. She looks beautiful. She looks majorly beautiful in that. My God. So yeah, I'm excited. I wish there was like more, but there kind of wasn't. First episode was Yuta hunted down. Oh no. I mean, there is like other important details, like Megumi being like the head of the Zenin clan now, which is why Naoya is going to hunt him down, and then like Maki's there, that will end up playing it. So we're gonna have a lot of interesting parts. This is like gonna be the last time I feel like we're gonna really have the cast around together like this for a bit, because like they said, oh yeah, that's the big thing we should probably talk about as well, is the fact that this is gonna be a while until we see the cast probably together, because Yuji and Megumi, I think, are gonna go and try to get Hikari. They're going to try to recruit Hikari to help them out. Maki has to go to the Zenin clan in order to get all the tools that they took from the secret shed, from the secret vault from Jujutsu High. Chozo and Yuki are going to be guarding Tengen, which, oh yeah, we meet Tengen. I like the way that they animate it, which also, looking at it, yes, Tengen is a human and a curse, but at the same time, at what point are we going to propose the theory that Tengen isn't just similar to one of the aliens like Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, which is not a spoiler. They tell you pretty right off the rip that that's the case pretty early on. And so it's like, oh yes, aliens, right, aliens. Which that is the case for Modulo. We are getting the aliens, but it is one of those things that just like, but like, at what point do we not accurate with that, but like, at what point do we make that comparison? Yes, no, maybe. They do say they're human and a curse, but can we literally believe Tengen and everything that they say? Because obviously, I forget why, but obviously Yuki has a big disdain for Tengen. I forget why, but like you could tell with the way she interacts. It's like, ooh, Yuki does not like Tengen. Yuki is looking at Tengen like, no. But overall, I'm just excited to have Jujutsu Kaisen back. Lobotomy Kaisen is going hard. It's all over my For You page. Everyone who's performing the Lobotomy Kaisen, keep it up. It's funny as shit. It's great to have Jujutsu Kaisen back on the saddle on this intense season of fucking anime. I love it so much. There's so much good quality out there. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to talk about more about Jujutsu Kaisen and really get into it. You will know when when Hikari first shows up, because that episode for me, I'm going to be talking about that episode. I'm going to be talking about that episode until the cows come home. But yes, with that being said, thank you for joining me for another episode of the daily anime reviews. Come back next time. We'll probably have more uploads. I don't know when this one is going up, but we'll have some daily uploads, some more daily double uploads, maybe even some triple daily uploads, because we're going to have to catch up with so much bullshit, because this was supposed to come out earlier and it did not, and I fucked up on that. But regardless of that, thank you all for joining me on this conversation, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.